let's do the final boss of Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. What? It's 6 o'clock? I'm supposed to be reviewing Monday Night Raw? But I want to play some Donkey Kong! Playing this would be more entertaining than Monday Night Raw right now. Alright, I'll get on with the review. Is there really anything for me to say? Honestly, is there anything positive for me to say about this episode of Monday Night Raw? Is there? Tell me. Name me one thing that I could say is positive. Nothing. Started off with Monday Night Raw. Started off with Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle was threatening Brock Lesnar. Finally. It's taken Kurt Angle this long to finally stand up to Brock Lesnar. So, he threatens if Brock Lesnar does not show up, he will be stripped of the Universal Championship. And as he was about to announce that he was going to strip Brock Lesnar of the title, Paul Heyman comes out, and then he announced Brock Lesnar in his usual voice, and then he says that Brock Lesnar is not here. And then Kurt Angle says that, well, I guess I'm going to strip him of the Universal Championship, and Paul Heyman, in a panic, runs down and begs Kurt Angle to not strip Brock Lesnar of the Universal Championship. Then people like Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Elias, and Roman Reigns all came out to all vie in for their opportunity on wanting to become Universal Champions. So how are we going to do all this? We're going to have 2 triple threat matches. And I'm sad to say, but this was very, very predictable. These 2 triple threat matches were very, very predictable. The first one, Roman, Finn, and Drew. I knew Roman was going to win this one. There's no way. Like even a little child would even a little child would guess that Roman Reigns was going to win this. Next match was Intercontinental Champion versus Bobby Roode. I do like the change. I do like the fact that I'm not sure if they've moved Seth Rollins on from Dolph Ziggler, but I guess I should say I am kind of happy that they're moving Dolph on. So he takes on Bobby Roode, and just like every NXT talent, Bobby Roode loses. He has not been very glorious since coming to Monday Night Raw, and why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised at all. Goodbye, Bobby Roode. Goodbye, Bobby Roode, and it's a shame. He's a big fan. I'm still one of his biggest fans, but it's a damn shame that this has happened to him. Mojo Rawley versus Tyler Breeze. Well, at least they've stopped putting him against No Way Jose, at least. Mojo Rawley gets the win here. Tyler Breeze is in singles division, because Fandango is out injured. I wish all the best for Fandango on a speedy recovery. But honestly, Tyler Breeze is being treated as a jobber here, which I know it's going to upset a lot of, people, because everybody knows how talented Tyler Breeze is. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I didn't watch a lot of NXT when he was there, so honestly, I don't know how good Tyler Breeze is. I've heard he's good, but, back then, I didn't really give two shits about NXT. Kurt Angle talks to Bayley. Bayley says that that she and Sasha didn't really go well in the counseling. They both tried, but they just couldn't do it. But Kurt Angle admitted that he should not have put them in counseling in the first place, so he thought the only way to settle it is to put them in a tag team match. Another tag team match. But there was a plot, but there was a twist involved. Kurt Angle warned Bayley if she and Sasha do not get along, if they don't coexist in this tag team match against Alicia Fox and Dana Brooke, one of them will be traded to SmackDown Live. Thank you, WWE. Thank you for putting my hopes up. Because I really wanted to see these two implode. I really wanted to see these two implode. And I was like, and when I heard this, I was like, yeah, what's the bet they get along just fine? What's the bet they get along just fine? And everything's all hunky-dory. Just so then they could avoid getting traded from SmackDown. Well, actually, one of them can get avoided being traded to SmackDown. Kurt Angle thinks that Sasha and Bayley are so much better together than they are apart. Also, later on after their match, Sasha Banks, rants to Bayley saying how much she loves her, that she loves her forever, that she'll always be her friend, that Bayley was always a nice girl, she didn't want Bayley to be there for her, but she was always there for her. I see right through this, WWE. I see right through this. Now, I know I've been saying for ages that Bayley could be turning heel. By the looks of this storyline now, it looks like Bayley's not even a heel. It doesn't even look like it. Doesn't look like it, doesn't even feel like Bayley's a heel. Feels like Bayley is still a face. But the one thing I don't understand is why is Corey Graves on Bayley's side? Sure, he might not be the biggest fan of Sasha Banks, but by the looks of this story, by the looks of this segment is telling me that Sasha is talking a load of shit. She's talking a load of shit. That's what this is telling me. Or maybe Sasha just said this just to make Kurt Angle and Bayley happy. But in my opinion, they should have imploded, and one of them should have gotten sent over to SmackDown Live. Because I don't want... one of these two girls definitely need a brand change. But of course, that's not going to happen. Why doesn't WWE host like a little small trading session after SummerSlam? I wouldn't mind a little small trade after SummerSlam. Maybe Kurt Angle and Paige can negotiate a few changes. Halfway through the year, make some changes. Really make the superstar shake-up feel important. Have the shake-up after WrestleMania, and then have, trade week. Have trade week after SummerSlam, and then maybe a few NXT call-ups after SummerSlam. Because let's think about it. Because let's think about it last year. Let's think about it last year for a second. We had NXT call-ups last year after WrestleMania. We had NXT call-ups after SummerSlam, and then we had NXT call-ups, which were Mandy DeVille and Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan after Survivor Series. Now, I don't mind that, but doing it 3 times, I don't like that. I wouldn't mind it being after SummerSlam, and then that's it. have a few NXT call-ups, and maybe a couple of trades. That's what I want to see. I would have Sasha versus Bayley in a match, and I would add the stipulation in that whoever loses goes to SmackDown Live, is banished from Monday Night Raw. The loser is gone from Monday Night Raw. I think that would be a nice little add into their little storyline. But from the looks of this, is that Sasha is trying to convince Bayley that she's her friend. So I see right through this, WWE. I think Sasha is talking a load of shit, and I think Bayley is going to fall for Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks is probably going to turn heel now. But we'll see what else goes on between the two. The B team versus the Ascension. God, I feel so horrendously sorry for the Ascension. When are these guys finally going to get a push? When are these guys finally going to get an opportunity? When is Vince McMahon finally going to give the Ascension an opportunity? He's given the B team an opportunity. Why not the Ascension? Seriously. What's so wrong with the Ascension? They're a great team. I don't know what Vince McMahon has against the Ascension, but all I know is that they've been on the main roster since 2015, and they still haven't been given an opportunity. It's been 3 years now, or maybe nearly 4 years, since they've been called up. Where's their opportunity, Vince? Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt invoke their rematch clause next week. Who cares? Now, Ronda Rousey attacks Alexa Bliss. I don't know what I was about to say. I think I was about to say Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. I've got a big problem with this. And no, it's not because I hate Ronda. I've got a problem with this for many reasons. And I don't care if you want to give Ronda a chance. I don't care how badly you want to see Ronda Rousey with the Raw Women's Championship. I don't care how badly you want that title off Alexa Bliss. It seems like to me, everybody wants that Raw Women's Championship off Alexa Bliss more than they want the Universal title off of Brock Lesnar. The issue I have with this is that Ronda Rousey is still suspended, and she violates her suspension, which was the storyline. She violated her 30-day suspension. She ignored Kurt Angle, and she defied Kurt Angle's orders for being suspended for 30 days. And then she starts attacking Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. And instead of doing what you're supposed to do, Constable Corbin, Kurt Angle was trying to talk sense into Ronda. Constable Corbin comes out and tells Kurt Angle that he should suspend Ronda Rousey even longer. And that's the problem. That's what should have happened. I don't care if Ronda is supposed to verse Alexa Bliss. Ronda violated her suspension. She broke the rules, so she should have been punished. But instead of being punished, she gets rewarded. She gets rewarded a Raw Women's title match for violating her suspension. I swear, ever since Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey have been teaming up, ever since that mixed tag team match at WrestleMania, Kurt Angle has been favoring Ronda Rousey. This is completely ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. I don't know how anybody can be happy about Ronda Rousey. Instead of being punished, she gets rewarded. I hate when people get I hate it when wrestlers are supposed to be punished, but they get rewarded for doing the wrong thing. So when you do the wrong thing, you get rewarded, but when you do the right thing, you get punished. It's a joke. This is the most stupidest way to get Ronda Rousey to the Raw Women's Championship. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. The Authors of Pain versus Titus Worldwide. You know? And the Authors of Pain obviously get the win here. I wish these guys were Raw Tag Team Champions. Boy, I sure wish the Authors of Pain were Raw Tag Team Champions instead of the B Team. Boy, I wish the Revival were Raw Tag Team Champions instead of the B Team. One of those two teams better be in line for a Raw Tag Team title match at SummerSlam. Because if I don't see the words, the Revival, if I didn't hear the Revival or AOP's name being dropped on the B Team at SummerSlam, then I clearly know Vince McMahon has completely lost his mind. The Revival and the AOP are the only teams that can save the Raw Tag Team division. And look, some people might be thinking I'm really criticizing the B Team here. People should be thinking, oh, Patrick, you should be happy. The B Team are like getting an opportunity. WWE created a new star. This is what you wanted. A new tag team. Uprising. Yeah, but the problem is they rushed it. They rushed the B Team. Instead of, building them up within months and months or maybe years, instead of slowly building them up, you give them a few wins over Breezango and then multiple wins over the Deleter of Worlds, and that qualifies as a push, that qualifies as an opportunity, that qualifies as, and that qualifies as you deserving a title shot. I'm sorry, but the B Team shouldn't be champions right now. If anybody should be champions right now, it should be the Revival and the AOP, or the AOP. One of those two teams should be tag team champions. It's too soon for the B Team to be champions. WWE only gave them the tag team titles because they were trying to create this whole Cinderella story for them. Just like Heath Slater and Rhino were in 2016 on SmackDown. I don't know what to say next, guys. First, Oscar. First it was Oscar. And I was impressed with WWE so far. It took them a total of 3 months. I'll give WWE credit. They didn't do it right away, like they did with, the Iconics. But still, 3 months isn't good enough. After 3 months, WWE has given Ember Moon her first loss on Monday Night Raw. To who? Who did they have her lose to? She's been beating so many great talents. She beat Alexa Bliss a couple of times. She was on a good winning streak. Honestly, I think Ember Moon, deserves a title opportunity more than Ronda Rousey. So, who does WWE decide to have Ember Moon lose to? They have her lose to Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan. Yeah, I'm saying it again. Sarah Logan. So Ember Moon beats Liv Morgan twice. So you're telling me she can beat Liv Morgan twice, but she can't beat Sarah Logan? And yes, I know, and yes, I saw what happened. All it took was a simple push off the top rope. She got pulled off the top rope by Sarah Logan. Liv Morgan interfered to prevent the eclipse. So you're telling me a simple grab by the leg and you landing flat on your back off the top rope is believable to lose a match? Talk about completely weakening Ember Moon. Ember Moon loses like that. Loses like that. And to top it all off, it was against Sarah Logan? Sarah Logan. I don't know what in the hell. I don't know what goes through that man's mind. I don't know what goes through that old man's mind. I honestly, what the frigging hell goes through that mind of that demented old man? We may as well start getting ready to create a grave. I guess Ember Moon's grave is about to be set. Now I know it's just one loss, but hey, everybody took Asuka's one loss so seriously at WrestleMania. But at least Asuka actually lost to someone who was credible. At least Asuka's first loss was to someone credible. Ember Moon's first loss was to somebody who doesn't even deserve one. Sarah Logan, who's barely been built up at all. Now if Ember Moon lost to someone like Natalya or Alexa Bliss or Bayley or Sasha, I would not care. I wouldn't have taken it too serious. I wouldn't have, been too upset about it. But because this happened on an episode of Raw, that makes it worse. Especially to Sarah Logan. I don't know what to say. And these triple threats were predictable. These triple threats were predictable. I always knew it was going to be Lashley and Roman. Why? Oh, WWE. Why have Lashley and Roman fight each other at Extreme Rules if this is your idea the entire time? Oh. This company hurts my brain. This company really hurts my brain. What else do you want me to say, guys? What else do you want me to say? It's predictable next week. Obviously, Roman Reigns is going to win next week. It's predictable. Anyway, guys, that's your Monday Night Raw. That's your Monday Night Raw review. I'm gonna go on my Switch now. I'm gonna start playing my Switch now because I got one more level to complete on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I'm going to beat the final level. I'm gonna beat the final boss of this game, and I'm telling you guys right now, I'll have much more fun beating the final boss on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze than enjoying this piece of crap Monday Night Raw. That's your Monday Night Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. hit that thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Comment your opinions down below on what did you think of Monday Night Raw. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review.